welcome back to the CompMath YouTube channel. So this is our IIT JAM Biotechnology previous year question series, and in this video, this is like IIT JAM 2019 part 2, right? So in this video, we are gonna discuss four questions: the question number 43, 44, 52, and 59 of IIT JAM 2019 question paper. So let's start with the question number 43, and it says that we have an equilateral triangle X, Y, and G. So when we say like equilateral triangle, that simply means all three sides have the equal length and all three angles are equal, right? And then P, Q, and R are the midpoints, right? So P is the midpoint of line YG, Q is the midpoint of line XG, and R is the midpoint of the line XY. So let me join these points, right? Okay. So because the original line was same, right? Right. So let I'm saying here like the length of xg is same as length of yg. So therefore xg by 2 will be same as yg by 2, right? That simply means the qg is same as pg, right? So these two sides are same, and similarly I can say I can comfortably prove that like the line pq is same as ry. So that simply means like so the whole complete triangle xyg is simply broken down into one, two, three, and four pieces of equilateral triangles, right? So this breakdown the equilateral triangle xyg into four equilateral triangles of same length, or you can say of same side, right? So when we say this, that means area of each of these triangles is same. And now they ask us about the value of r, which is nothing but area of triangle PQR. So divided by area of the complete triangle X, Y, and G. So you can say that. So the whole complete triangle is simply broken down into four format. So the value of this will become 1 by 4, right? So the value of r is nothing but 0.25. Okay, so let's move to the next question, question number 44. So here we have let n be the set of natural number and we have a function, right? Defined from natural number to natural number such that the value of f of x will be, so if it is like x by 2, if x is even number, right? And 3x plus 1 if x is gonna be odd number, right? So here the first thing first, and the point here is if x is even, right, then x by 2 might be even and might be odd. Like both are the possibilities here, right? But then x by 2, yeah, might be even or odd. But whenever we have like 3x plus 1, given x is odd, right? So 3 times an odd number is always gonna be an odd number plus 1 is always even, right? So this is important. Now they ask like what is the smallest positive integer n such that the value of f n 13 will become 1. So it's basically the composition, right? So let's start. We know that the value of f of 13 will become, because 13 is odd number, 3 into 13 plus 1 coming out to be 40, right? Then f square of 13 will be simply f of 40, which is coming out to be like f of sorry, not f of 20, simply 20, right? Now again this is an even an integer. So in the next iteration, this will become 10. In the next iteration, this will become 5, right? So I can say that f power 4 is nothing but 5. Now this is an odd number, right? So in the next iteration, this will become 16. Then in the next iteration, we will have 8. Again, then in the next iteration, we will have 4, right? And again into the next iteration, we will have 2. And again into the next iteration, we will have 1, right? So what is the smallest value of n, which like give us the value as 1 is 1, 2, I can say like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So here the value of n is nothing but 9. I hope this solution makes sense to all of you. Okay, then let's move to the next one. So in this case, we need to solve an integral. And the so here the function is I need to find out the integral of within the limit like 0 to pi by 2, and the function is x multiply with sine x, right? So into dx. So x is nothing but algebraic function, sine x is nothing but the trigonometric function, right? And we have this rule of Euler which tell us the order of the function, right? Which we need to apply the formula, formula of like integration of product rule, kind of a product rule in integration, right? So which we simply call as integration by parts. So here algebraic function and then trigonometric function. So algebraic function will be considered as the first function. Trigonometric function will be considered as the second function. The formula is integration of like first into second. Dx is nothing but first function as it is, and then integration of second one minus integration of derivative of first into integration of second, the total integration, right? So here the second function is sin x. Okay, so let's apply the formula. So this will say x as it is, and then we have like integration of sin x dx. And we have minus of integration of first function derivative. So derivative of x is coming out to be 1, right? And then we have like integration of sine x dx and the total integration, and everything will be like from pi by 2 to 0, right? Make sense? So what is the integration of sine x? So this is coming out to be x times minus cos x, right? So x times minus x cos x, and then we have minus, again integration is coming out to be like minus of cos x dx from pi by 2 to 0. When we like do integration one more time, this is like minus of x cos x, and then now it's this time like it's simply the integration of cos x, which is nothing but like sine x, right? From pi by 2 to 0. So at pi by 2, the first value become like minus pi by 2 cos pi by 2 plus sine pi by 2, right? And then we will have negative of when we multiply with 0, so this first term will become 0 plus sine 0. So we know that the value of cos pi by 2 is 0. So the first term is coming out to be 0 plus sine pi by 2. And then sine 0 is also 0. So this will also become 0, negative of 0. So we have like only sine pi by 2, and the value of sine pi by 2 is nothing but 1. So the answer here is 1, right? Okay, so let's move to the next question, which is last question of IIT JAM 2019 biotechnology question paper. So here we have a vector A and we have a vector B, and their cross product is given to us, right? So let's find out the cross product of vector A into vector B. Let's use the formula. We have like I cap, j cap, and k cap. And the values are here 4 and 7. So for j cap, like it's minus 2, say vector A, so it's simply 6. And here we have like 1, and here we have minus 12, right? So let's find out. So it will become like right the cross product, so it is like 24 minus 6 I cap, then negative of j cap, and we will have like minus 48 minus 42 of j cap, right? I hope you know how to find out the cross product, right? If we are simply finding out the determinant of this one against the first row. So this will become nothing but like 4 minus and minus 14 and k cap, right? So this is coming out to be 18 I cap. This will become like minus become positive 90 times j cap, and this will become like plus 18 times k cap. Now question say that this value is equivalent to alpha times ik plus beta times jk plus gamma times k cap, right? So if we compare both vectors, and we know that like two vectors are equal if and only if the corresponding dimension are same, right? So therefore, the value of alpha should be 18, the value of beta should be 90 here, and the value of gamma is coming out to be 18. And the sum like alpha plus beta plus gamma is nothing but like 18 plus 90 plus 18, coming out to be 126. So 126 is the answer here. I hope these questions are very clear to all of you. Thank